trick on Trixie at the end of the
Yeah.
video.
I know,
Uh,
and some people were traumatized by it, hearing about it, and I guess I'm sorry if I traumatized people, but it didn't at the time, it didn't traumatize me because I didn't really know what it
yeah, and if I'll put the picture again back on the end of the video because you look very happy. You're smiling, and this is after the fall, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You looked happy and healthy, and no one would have known you were concussed.
Well, if you look really closely, you'll see that my pants, because I think my mom ended up throwing my pants away because she couldn't get those clean, but
Oh.
my whole pant leg was all dirty and muddy and
So we have had a ton of new subscribers. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for
we
hitting
love you.
subscribe. We love you. We're so excited that our stitchy friend community is growing. If you haven't hit subscribe, please hit subscribe so that we know you guys like us.
Yeah.
It's all about that. But I wanted to say we did reach our goal of 200 subscribers, which was
Whee!
exciting, and we've already moved well past. Thank you. We will give a giveaway, and we'll give details about the giveaway at the end of the video. Don't let me forget. But I
Yeah,
wanted
so
to
you have to watch all the way through.
you have to watch all the way through to enter for the giveaway. And they're going to be good giveaways because I'm really lazy and don't want to commit to going to a post office. So we're going to do easy, good giveaways. All right. So what I wanted to start off, Kathy, why we're doing this. This is FlossTube number 8. We met at a retreat at GaRon Stitchery's Stitching in the Wild retreat last May, and we hit it off, but we live in different states. Kathy
Yeah.
lives in Michigan, and I live in Maryland, but we are like two peas in a pod, cosmically connected. Um, so many similarities. It's kind of creepy at times.
Yeah. I hope your back doesn't go out this week.
I know, me too. Oh my God. And we wanted to do FlossTube, so we had a chance to catch up with each other and, join this community and give people something to listen to while they're stitching, maybe laugh a little, that you don't have to watch, that you can just listen. We do show our stitching, so you'll have to look up once in a while, but I don't have 100 whips, so you'll get to know our whips. Kathy has 100 whips.
Close.
Close. Anyway, so I wanted to refresh everybody while what we're here. We're here to talk about our cross stitch. We're so excited to have you, and please hit subscribe. But let's get started.
And
How was your
like
week? And
and
like
notifications. Yep. Smash
notifications,
that like
yes.
button.
So, anything exciting in the last 2 weeks we want to share with our friends, or you
Well,
tell me?
we are we what do you want to talk about? We won't be here next week
Right? Because
because you have parties
yes, I have
and
birthdays. Huh?
I will be off at my first retreat of the year in the wild. Literally, not stitching in the wild. That's not until September this year. I will literally be in the wild, stitching, cabin in the woods. We're going on a midnight hike where
With your bad back.
and I asked already if I should bring bear spray instead of hairspray. So there's a big lodge there. So we're staying in a little cabin, and I'll tell everybody who I'm staying with when I get to my hall, and because I think some of our viewers will know who it is. So we're going to
Oh,
have that tale
yeah,
of
I
me
can't
being in the
wait.
woods. I am not a
Yes.
camping girl. I might be campy, but I'm not a camping girl.
You're campy. That's funny.
So that might be, that's gonna, I don't know. Hopefully, there's, they have a chef. There's
Oh.
mimosas on Sunday, so
Oh.
I'm all for that. But it's a makers weekend, so there'll be all kinds of makers. Or they said you can just bring a book in, lay on one of their comfy couches in front of the fireplace. So
Oh,
it's,
that's nice.
yeah. So
Oh, and where is it?
it is actually south instead of going, because everybody in Michigan usually go up north to go into the wilds, but this is south. So it's basically it's 16 minutes from where Doug went to school, which was Hillsdale College. So it's 16 minutes from Hillsdale.
How long is it from your house?
Um, I think 2 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
So yeah. So my friend and I will be riding down together. So there will be tales to tell because the two
Oh
of
my
us in the
gosh.
woods.
I better put my Depends on because I'll probably end up peeing my pants.
So we're hoping to see Sasquatch just so we can like cash in on Sasquatch.
Definitely. You should start a Sasquatch stitch. That's really hard to
Yeah,
say. Start a Sasquatch stitch
I
while you're
could.
there.
I could. So we are going to, when I get back and when you're all done celebrating, we're going to do kind of a special episode since retreats are coming up, called Everything You Wanted to Know About Retreats, but we're afraid to ask. Um, I've been going on retreats since 2000. So I'm
Wow.
like the OG. I also helped well, I'll just tell who I'm going with now instead of waiting. It's Deb Koch from Stitches and Things, and
Oh,
she's one of the OGs of putting on stitching retreats until she retired and closed the shop last year. So there's probably some people out there who've ordered from Stitches and Things or heard of it, or she had a big online presence. So her and I are off to the woods.
oh my gosh, that's gonna be so much fun. I'm jealous. I don't go. I go in March, my first retreat. So we could talk about that on our
Yeah. And you were a
retreat
newbie
special.
last year at Stitching in the Wild, weren't you?
Yes, well, technically the
Okay.
Salty Yarns Jamboree was my first
Oh,
retreat, but it
okay.
was all classes. It wasn't sit around and stitch.
Okay.
I like the sit around and stitch. I don't mind a class, but I want to also have a big table with people stitching. That's
Right.
fun. Just getting to see what
Right.
everybody stitches. And I don't mind learning something as long as it's stitching related. We're not making an apron. Sorry.
I'll tell about the time I had to make a mitered corner and I almost walked out of the class.
Yeah, it's funny because Chris was just making a project with wood and saws and all the stuff, and he was a maker for the day yesterday. And I was like, "Hey, do you think that you could figure out how to make picture frames for me if I was gonna need to cut down some picture frames?" He goes, "Yeah, we could do that." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the dollar savings now
yeah.
because all of my frames need to be small." And there's not that many cool small ones. So that'll be cool to see if
Yeah.
we can
My
do it.
father-in-law did that for my mother-in-law. She was a painter and
Oh,
she sold a lot of paintings. So to cut down on her cost, um, he made frames. He cut down frames and things too. So yeah, that's a
nice.
cost cutting savings.
Yeah,
So
as
yeah,
long as they stay together.
I don't think it's that hard, but
You glue them.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't ask my father-in-law. He's gone.
Oh, but maybe I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it. He can
Oh
look at
yeah,
YouTube. There's YouTube for everything.
yeah,
All right, you want to get into some stitching?
sure,
Did
sure.
I forgot to ask, do you have any new starts?
Yes, I do. The one I talked about the last time,
Oh.
I started it during GaRon's Zoom stitching, and it is. Um,
Oh yeah, on the Congress.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were working on that.
yeah.
So cool.
And now I
You
know,
should
since I
try.
actually read the chart, it's 24 count. So, oops, I don't know if I need something behind it, unless you want to see my face through it.
Oh, yeah. Gotta find my paper.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's how much I got done.
that's cool. And
I
that's
did
1/1 on 28?
24. Yeah, 1/1
24.
on 24. Well,
Wow.
some of it's 2/1.
Okay.
I think to give it some bulk and to give
Yeah.
it, well, dimension, not bulk, dimension, to give it dimension.
Yeah.
Um, like the leaves are like 2/2, and the stems I think are 1/1, or they're
Right.
both. So anyway, that was my start. Not much, but
Nice. That's a good start.
yeah. So do you have any starts?
No, thank
No.
God. No. We'll have to figure out. I'm still debating if I'm going to do a leap year new start. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. All right. I have a finish. You have a finish?
No.
Oh.
Close, but
I have a finish. I did leave it in the hoop because it's so small and the hoop's not sitting on the stitches and I didn't feel like ironing. But this is I said last video, I was going to finish it. And then we were getting ready for a video at 11 o'clock the night before. I thought, oh, I told everybody I was going to finish this. So I stayed up till 2 o'clock finishing it, and then we didn't tape.
yeah.
But it's okay. I finished it. Here, let me unpin. And pin me. All right, let's see how that works. I don't know if it'll show up on the video. So there's my oh, the light's not there.
There you go.
I can't find my paper. I had it. I might have to get someone to bring me some paper. I don't have anything white. There.
That
Yeah,
works.
I love it. I
Yep,
love the
me too.
colors. I love, yeah, I love it. I love it.
I do
So it turned
too.
out cool. It's for my aunt. It's gonna be a gift for her. And she just had surgery recently, so I'm hoping that
Ooh.
will cheer her up as long
Oh,
as
I
I can
think it
get it
will.
finished. As long as I can get it finished. I don't know. I don't know if I need this. I don't think I do. Let me just put it up there. There.
So do you have any whips?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of whips. What do you got?
I have some whips too. Do you want you want me to go first, or you
You
want
go
to go first?
first. You
Okay.
go first. Oh, I didn't say anything about that. Let me finish. Let me just say. Okay, so that was we have to get better at this. I'm bad at this. Budding Bouquet #1 Autumn by Jeanette Douglas. She also came out last year with #2 Winter. That's really cool. And I have that one. And I think for market, she's coming out with #3 and #4. So there may be something on that list. I don't know, but I'm okay for now. So I stitched that on 28 count Lugana, Atomic Ranch. Amber Wave is the colorway, and the count was 74 by 80, 1/1. And it took me 5 days, 5 stitchy sessions, and it was 1,894 stitches.
And that
So
only took you 5 days.
yeah,
About the fifth
it's
day, I'd
only
still be thinking about starting.
it's only 1,800, 1,900 stitches. It went really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was small. Okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Now for your whips.
No, that's okay.
You have
I'm fine.
everything here, and I forget to read it.
I have, what do I have? I'm trying to look for the card so I can say what fabric it's stitched on. This is part of my year
Ooh,
of whips.
I haven't
I
seen
was
this
all
one.
organized and then I forgot my whiteboard. It's called Be Silly. but the words on it will say, be silly, be honest, be kind. And I
Oh, I
was going to
love
hang it
that.
outside my office door, but now I work remotely, so I don't have an office door. So I'll hang it when we move to my dad's. And this is stitched on 32 count legacy linen. Again, it's by Lizzie Kate, and I'm using the called for colors, and which are over dyed. And it will be 4x4.5 when I'm done. It's 67 wide, 72 high. Legacy was not what was called for. It was called for sand, but
Can I see
like
the
it.
picture?
Yeah. So
Oh,
kind of
that's
like
really cute.
samplery.
Yeah, I like that. I like that font.
Yeah. But I thought everybody needed to loosen up a little bit at work. So, because you spend most of your time there. So that's why I
Oh
was going to hang
yeah.
it outside my door.
Yeah.
So that's part of my year of whips. And my other one is the magazine monthly challenge put on by Carolyn Zook of Zook Stitch. Shout out there to Carolyn. They were doing a special week long Be My Specialty challenge. This started last Sunday in honor of
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. And it was stitch on special fabric with special threads or specialty stitches. And so this is mine. My paper, because I know you won't be able to see this. This is mine. Let me get the chart out so you can see that. I thought I was all ready and I'm not. Takes Time to Love by Jeanette Douglas.
Yes. So
And
pretty.
I am stitching mine on 40 count Humphrey by Picture This Plus.
Oh, I didn't realize how small it was.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Because the
And
pictures
so,
I get, they're, it looks bigger. Oh my gosh, that's really cute.
no, it's only well, maybe 5 stitches across, if that's, I don't even think that. Not 5 stitches, it's T90. I mean,
Oh yeah. Love it. Love
so
it.
my specialty is it's all stitched in silks. And then the key is stitched in bijou by Access Commodities, and I've never used bijou before. A little
I've
tight on
never
40 count.
I've never
Um,
heard of it before. Is it
yeah,
does it made still? Can you still get it?
yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's well, it was in the silk pack from Jeanette Douglas. It wasn't like spun around like it, you know, if you pulled it off a Kreinik or something. It's pretty
Oh.
flat, but it's on a
Okay.
spool. So I don't know if it's just because, she got it different to kit hers up or something, but
Oh, okay. So you had the silk pack for this.
yes. And then this heart right here, this little itty bitty heart is Smyrna Stitches. I don't
Wow.
know if you could see it.
Yeah.
So, and a button goes here,
Oh.
and a heart goes underneath the T for Take Time to Love. I hope
Uh-huh.
I've been calling it right. Have I been saying take time to stitch?
No,
It's
I
take
think
time
it
to
was,
love.
yeah, take time to love. It's really
Because
cool.
I have stitched take time to stitch. There's a heart that goes here, but it's like dimensional. It's almost like a locket.
Oh,
And on 40 count, it's too big. So I need to find a flat little heart to go there. So,
you could probably
so
find a button too.
yeah. So part of the challenge was either 5 hours or 500 stitches. And I've been counting hours. Um, I'm at my 5 hours, even though it doesn't look like it, but I'm going to add my, these are Rhodes hearts that go in here. So I'm going to add my Rhodes hearts. I tried to do them last night, but I've been taking muscle relaxers. So I was stitching. It was like 4 across, 1 up. No, 5 across, 1 up. No, it's 6 across. No, 4 across. I was like, I'm putting it away.
Yeah, I think there should be a rule of cross stitch. Don't cross stitch on muscle relaxers.
Yeah. Don't stitch it. Yeah, right on the bottle. Do not cross stitch while taking this medication. Do not operate heavy machinery or cross stitch.
May cause a frog visit.
Yeah. Because I mean, Rhodes hearts are, I mean, they fly once you do one, but it's not something you want to mess up. So
No,
you're
I don't even
you're
know
gonna
what it
mess up your
is.
whole strand of silk. That's gonna go in the garbage and everything else. So I didn't want to mess it up. So those are my whips.
If I can figure out how to do it again.
It was just
Should have paused.
and the initials on here, since you see it's not a K, it's a D, DDB. Those are the initials of my best friend slash stitching godmother who passed away last year. And Karen has taken her place in my world as best friend stitchy friend. Because
Or
you're too
god
young to be my
sister.
godmother.
I'm your god sister.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you're too young to be my godmother.
I'm not that young. Oh,
You're younger than
righty.
I am.
Yes, I am younger than you. Yes.
Although I started going to retreats in 2000, I was only 12 at the time.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
Doug dropped me off. I was a child bride. He dropped me off at the.
I was out of college. So, I was an adult, a functioning adult in the world, at least trying to be. All right, let's get into my whips because I have a lot or will be here forever. All right, so my first whip, I have them in alphabetical order. I don't know why, but they are. All right, my first whip is the advent calendar from 2020. Oh, her pattern came out in 2020. I don't know why I wrote that. This is by Crochet Go-Go. I got it off Etsy, so I got a PDF of it. 25 count Lugana in the color granite. I don't know who made it. And I am, it doesn't pay to try and be organized. This is 2/1 on 25 count. So that's why I'm getting the pop of color, I think, because it's 2/1. And I changed some of the colors. Like the greens were like a gray green, and because I was on granite, it didn't work. So I did change some greens, substitutions there. And this was enabled by Carolyn Zook. Here, let's see if I can unpin and pin me. I don't know if this is changing. So this is the pattern. And it looks really different on mine because you can't see the white on that. So I went and got a paper and then didn't use it. Let's see.
That looks great.
Yeah. So I finished the stocking and I'm working on the gingerbread house. And oh man, I love gingerbread houses. I love those candy canes and that peppermint. They're so
Oh,
fun to stitch. And they just pop. They just look
yes,
like
they
they
do.
look 3D.
They
Love it.
do.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So I'm making good progress on that one. That is actually on my whip go this month. So that's why I think I only have one more day to work on it. So next is Owl Forest Embroidery. Oh, I want to show this bag. This bag here was made by my friend Gina for me.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is a gusseted bottom, which I love. It fits everything so nicely, and it comes over and it fits my great big Q snap. Oh, I just love this bag so much. Yeah, really fun. She's made me a couple more that I'm gonna pick up at the retreat in March. So excited. I just love these bags. Anyway, I don't know, something about the gusseted bottom. I'm all about a gusset.
Yeah. You're all about the gussets.
I'm all about the gusset. All right, so yeah, so this is Al Forst Embroideries. One, can you see it?
Oops. No. Up, 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 up. There you go. There you go. Stop. There it is. Yep.
There. Oh, we'll get it, people. Give us like 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. So this
We're
was my
trying.
New Year, new start with my friend Kathy, who
Yeah,
started it. No, she didn't start it. I'm gonna
I'm
make her
going
join
to.
me. I'm gonna make her join me on Zoom next year, whatever we're starting. So
Yeah.
it forces her to start with me. All right, so this is where I'm at. Oh, no, no. Come on. Where did the paper go? Really? I lost the paper. All right, I don't know why it's so dark in here. It's so dark. Maybe I need to. All right.
There you go. Yep. You can see it.
Okay. Yeah. So I did finish the gate and the key and the table and the drink me. And I don't know if you can read it, but I can read that drink me. It is so little, but you can read it. It's
Well,
amazing.
that's
So
cool.
just for a perspective, this is how big it is. And this is through 3 or 4 pages. I can't remember. So it's going to be little. And like I said, I'm listening to the audiobook and it's following the story. It's so cool. Very well done. And
I like all the colors in there because I'm doing when I start it, I'm gonna do the three
yeah,
colors. So it'll
I,
be fun to see the
the
difference between the
difference.
two.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have done the 3 colors now. I don't mind these. I'm having to change the colors up and do a lot of back stitching because I did it on the blue. So I have to back stitch, but they're so small, you need something to make them pop. But
Yeah.
that's 32 count Lugana French Blue by Fabrics by Stephanie. 263 by 263 1/1. So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do mine 1/1 too.
yeah, I don't think I want that huge thing in my house, but I'll hang that up. Um, hmm, that's from last night. That wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know what I did with my paper already. The papers that I just went and got. All right, let me put that there and I'm gonna get this because it's got a white back. All right. The next thing I worked on was the cactus sampler for my sister. This is a Bucilla kit from 1990. Let's see if you can get those peaches. Got to get the peach, the 1990
Use
peach.
peach. Yep.
Peach with the terracotta. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Debbie owns a shop called the Never Random Shop. And she picked that kit up and said it's worth more stitched and asked me to stitch it for her. So I am doing that and I'm still working on it, Debbie. I'm just slow. I'm using all the kit goodies. So I'm using 18 count Ada and the floss they provided. And it is what it is. So I'm almost finished the second. Maybe I go, oh, that's better.
Yeah.
I'm almost
But it
finished
looks
the
good. It looks
second
great.
cactus. Yeah, I'm doing the back stitch in the cactus now,
Yeah,
so and then we'll be
it looks
done
great. It's just bigger than what we normally see
from me.
from you. But it looks really good.
Thanks.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
and
feel
sometimes,
bad.
like I
It's
said,
taking forever.
yeah,
Debbie's like, oh, how much am I gonna have to charge for that? And I'm like, not that much. She because it's taken so long, she thinks it's taken that long to actually stitch it, but it's all the
oh,
other things that I'm stitching that's taking so long. All right, then I pulled out a colorful pug because I finished all of my magazine monthly challenges except for what's on WIPGO that I'm finishing up. Those are also on that one. So I pulled out colorful pug because I could then. And let's go this way.
I love that.
Yeah, this is Rocking Horse cross stitch on Etsy.
So
It's very cute. It's a
it's
fun,
so cute.
fun, relaxing stitch. So, oh, I lost my thing again.
And that's one of our cosmically linked things is we both own pugs.
Yes, we both doing pugs. I'm really sorry, people. I can't get my act together. All
You're
right,
fine.
so there she is,
So
my little
cute.
Sadie. I got to the top of her head.
I think you need to twist it. There you go. Should we just start over from the beginning? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, so there's my little pug.
Yeah. You know how I knew is
Yeah, yeah,
the
I was
eye was
looking at
looking
it.
the wrong way.
Yeah, and Fox and Mulder were sideways
Oh,
too. Did you
yeah,
watch
that
X-Files?
yes. Of
Oh my
course.
gosh. Of course. I
Yeah.
watched X-Files. Oh
The
my god.
X-Files and then I think the Crypt Keeper or whatever came on afterwards or
Yeah, I didn't
something.
watch that one. But were you in the X-Files fan club?
No, sorry.
But you do know someone now that was in the X-Files fan club and actually went to a convention.
Oh, okay. Now I
And
know.
X and the guy that lost his arm were there talking.
Oh, okay.
Forget their names. And all kinds of props and stuff. It was cool. And a little geeky. But so I've been waiting all 2 weeks to show you this so that I can move on. This is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I used it on my magazine monthly challenge. I finished a block. I finished block 9. This is Carriage House Samplings, 28 count Lugana, Picture This Plus, and the color Legacy, DMC 1/1. Each block is 92 by 92, and I finished that block, which I hated because that mummy is all stitched in ecru, and it was really just painful to stitch with. It was just painful. But it turned out really, really cute. So let me make sure I have it the right way. All right.
It is cute. I love
It
them. I
turned,
love the vampire.
yeah, it turned out really good. I'm happy it's done. And I don't have another whip. It's not on my whip go this month. So I'm going to move it to another block and do some more because I'm motivated to finish it this year. Until it gets picked. Like I said, I put it on WhipGo for every block I had to finish. So it's on my WhipGo a lot. So I've already finished the first one that got called. But then since it didn't get called in February, I just kept working on that block. See, there's a method to my madness. All right. And that was a new year, new start last year. So with my Virginia Stitchy friends. All right, next one is my travel stitching, and I'm only showing this because I actually got a lot done. I'm almost finished. I'm gonna say this will be a finish next floss tube.
Next regular floss
Next
tube.
regular floss tube. That gives
Yeah.
me about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. This is from Bringo. The what the hint was, what do you call it? The prompt.
Prompt.
Prompt was to stitch something out of a magazine. So I went to my library app and I found this. It's just something little, and I thought it was cute.
It is cute.
And it's gonna be adorable. I think I'm gonna hang it in my I'm gonna put it in my office until I hang it on the wall here. But all I have to do is the orange, and then
It
it's
is
done.
adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
it's a good office one.
yeah, the way I'm feeling at work right these days. I think it's appropriate. So this is by Kate McDonald. I'm doing it on 32 count Lugano in the color Mercedes by Picture This Plus. It's really tight. 1/1. It's only 65 by 40, so that should be a finish for next time. And I have one left. This one was a new start last time. This is my scary sampler. Heartstring samplery is the focus on a designer for the month of February. So I am still working on her. I love it. I'm going to have some issues, but I create the issues myself. All right, let's see how I need to get my sewing room done. Get out of this porch. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it good.
Yeah, so that's a page finish. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That is 32 count Lugana Old Fashioned by Fortnite Fabrics. And the stitch count is 247 by 215, 1/1. And I'm using the Vicky Clayton silk pack that GaRon Stitchery ordered for us. Yeah, and so I'm gonna keep working on it in February, and then it'll just be part of my regular rotation after that.
Did you see the one she's coming out with at market?
Yeah, I kind of saw something. I saw like the same flowers, so I don't know what
Yeah.
that one was.
It's like a sun, what's it? It's like a sunny sampler, but her things, instead of being scary things, they're going to be things out of literature.
Oh,
Literature and I think movies.
cool.
And then she'll have them documented like she did in this one, because that's a huge chart. I mean,
Yeah, it's
not
a
a huge
huge
chart, but
chart.
it's a lot of information where she explains everything on the chart, so you know what it is.
Yeah, and the only problem with it is the only problem I'm gonna have is that there are some of the motifs that are 1/1. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna stitch everything else and then at least figure out how to get something related to that in. It's like some of the Jurassic Park birds, I don't know how to say it. I don't remember what they're called. There's like a big one and some medium ones and then some little ones. It's just the little ones that I can't get in. So maybe
Okay.
I add another medium or
Yeah.
two. And then the numbers for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
Okay. The
the
42.
numbers 42 are 1/1. So maybe I just get the 42 in there and
Yeah.
represent. So yeah, I was looking at it. I have to remember to look at things like that before I start. Before I make a conscious decision that I'm going to have to be creative.
You'll
That's
make it
on my
work.
whips. That's on my whips.
So
How
you want to
about
talk about our plans next, or?
let's do stash endowments?
Oh yeah, stash endowments. And what do you have?
Oh, I want to see yours first because I've been talking.
Oh, okay. I have a little bit.
Just a little. I'm so excited to see.
Well, I'll start off with this. Gonna need my paper, I think. This, this I got from GaRon Stitchery, It's a special piece of fabric from Rogue Fabrics, or I was thinking it was Rogue Stitchery, but it says Rogue Fat. Well, it says Rogue Wholesale. It's called Eerie Night, and it's 28 count linen, and it's landscape. I don't have a piece of paper quite big enough to see.
Oh, wow. That
So
is big. But you
yeah.
could even cut that in half
Um,
and have two different scenes.
well, what I
I'm
think
just thinking for myself if I were going to use it.
well, yeah,
It's
because
too big for me.
yours would be here. Mine's gonna be here. I'm going to do Glendon Place, the Headless Horseman, or I think it's called Sleepy Hollow. Um, but I'm just going to, that's a big piece with a intricate border, but I'm just putting the horse in the headless horseman. Ichabod, this is Ichabod Crane will go on
That
there.
isn't oh, is the Ichabod Crane in there too?
Oh, maybe he's not. Who's the,
He's
oh
not the
no, because
headless horseman.
Ichabod is the teacher.
He's tortured by the headless horseman.
Yeah, yeah. He won't be in there. He'll just be the headless horseman. All I could think of was I've read part of the story. It was like, I know. They live where there's Dutch style houses, and all I could come up with was Ichabod. But I know
No.
what kind of style houses they live in.
Now, what you should do, like I'm doing with Alice, is you should listen to the book while you're stitching it.
That would be cool, yeah. Or watch the Johnny Depp movie over and over again.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
Uh,
I wonder how many of our viewers like these people like Johnny Depp. You guys like Johnny Depp? We love Johnny Depp.
yes. Another thing we had in common.
Yes.
Okay, my other haul, and it's gonna come with a little, I always feel weird. Last year somebody told me that I think I'm the smartest person in the room, and it really hurt my
What?
feelings. And I don't want to come off as Miss Know-it-all, but there are some things that I know. One is because I worked part-time in a cross stitch shop for Deb at Stitches and Things. Well, I worked
Yeah.
part-time, and then I moved to sporadic Saturdays. And the other thing is there's like two things in the world I know a lot about. Well, three actually. But stitching is one of them. So I hope I don't come across as like, oh, she just thinks she's so smart.
No. No, we want to learn from you. That's why I attracted you as a friend because I knew besides that you know a lot, you also have all the gossip. So
Yeah.
it comes with that. We all like some good tea.
Yeah. I don't know the tea that I really want to know, but this is
No.
from this is two hauls from my best friend's estate. Um and at the end I'll tell everybody how much it cost. Um so the first thing that I got from it, and these I don't know if I'm going to put them on stash unload or if I'm going to keep them, but these are from the early like 2000 range. Um and they're called 6 strand sweets. And I just noticed the other night when I was dividing everything up, they actually have names of sweets. So that's like after dinner mint, um,
Oh. Is it
apples.
they're variegated cotton?
Yep, 6 strand variegated
It
cotton.
says
Well,
hand
six
dyed
strand
by
sweets.
Jessica. I'm looking at your the thing. Hand dyed by Jessica.
Burr,
Some nice.
Jessica Burr. So these are not available anymore, but she had, as you can see here, without me dumping it out, the whole
Whoa.
she had the
That's a
whole collection. So that's the first thing I got in it. Yeah, let me just make sure that I'm going the right way. Yep.
wow. So anybody that does their own stitch from stash could use that. not
Yeah,
have to worry about. Wow.
exactly. Exactly. This is just some various DMC. This is these she had these all in a nice little package, and they just all ended up dumped in a box. She bought the whole line of these, but these are mini skeins, and it's 6-strand cotton again, and they're called Seaside Treasures. So they're mini skeins, but I really like the colors.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Oh,
So
that's
that's
pretty.
like Maine moose. They're made in Maine, so, or they were made in Maine, they were dyed in Maine. So like mulled wine.
Wow.
So there's enough. I mean, if something calls for it, oh, here's one I really like. Yankee Doodle.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now what? Seaside Treasures. Okay.
Yep. Seaside Treasures. I don't know if it's made anymore. I looked at their website, and the last time they posted something was 2010. There's dune grass.
Wow.
So she had bought the whole line of those also. But mini skeins. I'm pretty, yeah, they look, some of them look like mini skeins, some of them don't. So, but she got the whole kit and caboodle. So those all fit in somewhere. Threadworks, which used to, it was Needle Necessities, and then Needle Necessities went out and it became Threadworks. So there's my little stash of Threadworks, just so you see what
Oh.
they're like.
And those are cotton too, right?
Yep, those are cotton.
Wow.
And
You're gonna have
so
to inventory. You have to use iThreads or something and inventory all your threads now so you know what
I
you have.
know Needle Necessities. And when I was going through these the other night, there's a lot of pearl cottons down in the bottom that I think she
Yeah.
must have gotten on a sellout or something, because they have yellow dots on them. So if I ever go back to needlepoint, I'll use those, because these colors, let's see, where's not that one, this one. And these colors are amazing. And look at that.
Wow.
Look at this. Oops. Help if I put it where you could actually see it.
Yeah.
And this
Oh, that's
green,
pretty.
that's a
Look at that green.
that's a Christmas green if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
So these are six
Or an
strand.
Irish green.
Yeah,
Celtic
exactly.
green.
These are 6-strand overdyed cotton. So I have a handful of those. Actually, quite a big handful. And then the pearl cotton that are overdyed. And like I said, Needle Necessities became Threadworks. These are all Rainbow Gallery, various fibers.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Does it have petite treasure braid in there?
yeah, it's got everything in here.
Oh
Um,
my gosh. I'm so lucky.
it's got,
As I think that's what I'm going to use instead of beads for the one Mirabilia I have.
yeah, I would use yeah,
Because
petite
I
is
want
a
to do
good,
it small.
um, this is a little tip that I tell everybody. If you're on the fence about using silks, because silks are expensive, try Splendor by Rainbow Gallery. It's 12 stranded silks, and see if you like it.
Wow.
Um, and it's more affordable than some of the overdyes and the MPIs and things. So it's a good way to jump in the silks swimming pool and find out that you just love them. So that's
Wow.
Splendor. And they have, oh, I don't even know how many colors of Splendor there are. Also,
Okay.
if you have something like a you know, a big piece like one of the Hawk Run hollows or something, they have so many that you could do a conversion to the Splendor,
Wow.
because the MPIs get kind of expensive. So that's
Okay.
one little tip for everyone. But I mean, they've got, there's just all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, everything from, silk and cream. I like this. I like it because of the color. It's just like a deep purple. But this is a combination of silk and oh, I
Wool.
read
Is
what it
it
was.
wool?
Silk and wool.
Moline? I saw the Moline on there.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
and then up here it tells you, you know, for needlepoint. I put it so you can see it. On all their cards, they tell you like needlepoint, what size
Oh,
canvas, cross stitch, and everything. So
okay, that's cool.
yeah. So that's Rainbow Gallery. And these are manufactured all over the world, the Rainbow Gallery line, but it's distributed out of, I just always think it's funny. They're distributed out of North Hollywood. Because you don't think of like Hollywood, you know,
Right.
there's a distribution site for fibers.
Wow.
The next one, some silks, Vineyard silks.
Oh
She
my
used,
gosh.
yeah, she used these a lot. Almost everyone's been open. Um, so I don't quite know what she used them for, but she did a lot of needlepoint too. So I mean, look at that color.
Wow.
So
She's
that's
just like
Vineyard
me with
silk.
the floss away bags because I'm a floss away bag girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this would be the equivalent of like a pearl cotton number 5. And DMC pearl cottons.
Wow.
These are what are used if you stitch it on 18 count, be the shepherd's bush stockings, um,
You
or if
can
you
use
do
pearl cotton on
needlepoint.
18 count?
Hmm?
You can use pearl cotton on 18 count, I guess, because I use two
18 count
strands.
linen, 18 count linen.
Or
Yeah.
Ada?
Ada, it's going to be too big. You
Oh,
could
okay.
use probably an 8 on Ada, I bet. One
Oh, okay.
strand.
Okay.
Okay, here we have Karen, CARON.
Oh, Karen water lilies.
Well, they make water lilies. They make watercolors, which are the
Oh,
pearl
wow.
cottons. Um, they make impressions, which is like one strand of the cotton blend. I don't know if they still make this, but boy, this was a working in the shop. I know that was a bear to work with, the snow.
Oh, wow.
But it's pretty. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
gorgeous because you don't have to use blending filament in it. It sparkles.
right.
Um, so that's that. Okay, next box. Metallics and blending filament.
Look at that. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think I'll ever have to buy a number 4 braid again. These are all, most of them are kind of, here is, I threw one in here. Oh, that's Gold Rush. I was thinking that was Petite Treasure braid. I mean, I've got Gary Green.
Wow.
If anybody knows Gary from GaRon, there's just everything in here. Her favorite color is purple. A lot of purples. So, oh, and I'm pretty sure I have to test it. I think that's the glow in the dark.
Oh, wow.
So, but yeah, I don't think I'll need
No.
buy any metallics or blending filaments
No.
anytime soon. Classic Color Works.
Wow.
I mean, just yeah. I mean, look at that.
I'm drooling.
Really, whoops, my light went out. There we go.
Wow. Those are pretty colors too. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. She had the whole line of Classic Color Works, Weeks, and Gentle Arts. This is not the whole line. I don't know. I didn't get those in my two purchases. There was another box that got away from me, so that somebody else got before me. This is Gentle Arts sampler threads, and I have a challenge, and I will, if this is a long shot, people, look at that.
Wow.
Now, if it was on a ring, it went to something, and I would like to stitch whatever she planned to stitch. So $25 gift card to anybody who has a chart that calls for all these colors, which is pomegranate, buttermilk, melon patch, ginger snap, forest glade, brethren blue, chalk, wood trail, and I think it takes multiples of wood trail, garden gate, dungarees, rhubarb, endive, onyx, buckeye scarlet, forest glade again, wrought iron, pine, black crow, spring grass, avocado, Grecian gold, pine, another spring grass, nutmeg, tropical ocean, mustard seed, wood trail again, another wood trail, 2 pecan pies, 3 old paints, heirloom, 2 heirloom golds, apple cider, ginger snap, old hickory. Have I lost everybody?
Yeah.
Another wood trail, another ginger snap, another brethren blue, and another one in a mountain mist. If she had it on a ring, it went to something, and I thought I knew what it was, but that what I thought it was would not call for Gentle Art sampler threads.
So did she stitch samplers?
She stitched whatever caught her eye. She stitched a little bit of everything.
That seems like it would be, with all the multiples, a big sampler.
I'm almost wondering, I don't have the chart. I'm almost wondering if it's Oh Joyous Day. So anybody out there that can match up, let's say 85% of these to something, let me know, and I'll give you a $25 gift card to GaRon Stitchery. Because I really want to stitch up whatever she had these out for. There was a reason, and I don't know if it got divided up, because usually she'd put fabric and the fibers in a bag. So
Yeah.
anyway.
So we'll yeah, let us know, and then you can even you guys can message each other.
Yeah.
If you guys can identify the pattern for Kathy, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be, because like I said, I would stitch it. Some weeks dye works.
Wow.
I know she had the whole line. It was funny because I would say, well, I need to run out to Stitches and things, and and pick up a skein of such and such. And then the next day without, I'd say, well, I'm going to run out on Saturday, and it'd be a weekday while I was working. And then the next day I would get a pack or an envelope in the mail with an over dyed fiber in it that said compliments of Mrs. Bailey's store. And I didn't do it to get it. That wasn't what it was. It was usually, I'll meet you for lunch because I'm gonna run out to stitches and things. Okay, these are no longer made. These were my favorite fibers back in the day. The best way that I can describe them is if chalk paint that people use to repurpose furniture, and it's like a red is not a red, it's altered. These are old willow hand dyed threads. The dyer unfortunately passed away, and so the line is out. I think it's her daughter who does the design line now, because there is an old willow design line. But if there was a chalk paint version of,
or even like
floss,
that looks like tie-dye. That looks like that faded. That's beautiful.
Isn't that? And they have such a good feel to them.
There you go. Oh yeah.
So this is like my big score, because I had some fibers that went with something, but I didn't have the whole line. Like, look at that. Just look at that.
Oh wow.
But they remind me of like the chalk paint.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing.
Yeah, they're a little muted.
Yeah. So there's really nothing else out there like that.
Wow, look at that. The silver to purple and pink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like here's a pink, but it's not a Barbie Pepto-Bismol pink. It's muted pink. It's really pretty. A purple that's more muted. So anyways, that's what I refer to them as, is like the chalk paint fibers. These were popular again in the early 2000s. I still remember when word came through that the lady had passed away, and then that was going to be the end of the fibers, and everybody scrambling to get the line, and Diana got the line too. She might have had the line before it went out. These are on the blue tags, these are linen threads.
Oh wow.
So they're made out of linen. They have a little coarser feel to them than the cotton. So, but I'll use them.
Wow. That's interesting. That's really fascinating.
I just love these.
Now, I only got back to stitching since in 2021, so I need all the education I can get. So I'm soaking it up.
Well, like I said, some of these things aren't available anymore. Needle necessities that turned into threadworks are still available. And here's the piece de resistance. Small bag, but oh boy, is there a lot in here. So
wow.
I always told her that if I ever won the lottery, I was going to have an entire wall of, let's see if I can get some out, of silken colors. And I would just hang them up, and I would just look at them.
How shiny they are.
This is my favorite silken color. I've got, they're on ring. No, that's not silken color. That's Gloriana. Where's my silken color? Red. Right here. It's my favorite one. It's red, almost a black.
That's beautiful.
And it's called In the Burgundy.
That is
There's
gorgeous.
some
It's almost like blood
Gloriana.
red. It's like blood
Yeah,
red.
yeah.
Wow,
These
look
are
at that.
Glorianas,
What color is that, Gloriana?
poinsettia or
Wow.
poinsettia. But these are all silken color. I mean, look at all the
Oh my
fall.
gosh.
I mean, I love them.
Oh my
I
gosh.
absolutely love them.
Now, everybody remember this is all a new endowment.
Yeah, it is.
All new.
Yeah.
Someone might tune in and think you're just showing your stash.
No, this was from 2 purchases. In purple. This is kind of what I was going after. Let me see. Where are the
I know we're not supposed to covet our neighbor's goods, but
I know. Oh,
and if
I
you live
pulled these
next door,
I pulled these out and showed them to Doug.
oh
I don't know
wow.
I don't know how much Belsois are today, but that's 4 skeins of Belsois.
Those are large
That
skeins. Yes.
Yeah, these were $30. I don't know. I'm not a piece, but they were $7.50 a piece. I don't know what the price is now. That was what I paid for the first batch of fibers.
30
Was
bucks.
$30, and it had these 4 in them. That was the price of the box right there. The second box was $50, but we're talking all these silks. I mean, that's $50 right there. So altogether, $80 was what I spent on all this.
Your friend,
Yeah,
you got floss from heaven.
I most certainly did. And
Fibers from heaven. That's
she
gonna
gave me a
be
good
our
start on my
title.
silken colors.
Wow.
So yep, that's my haul.
She's so happy that you have that stash. I know she
I
is.
hope she is. She always told me that, something happens to me, this all goes to you, or we'd be shopping and she go, do you like this fabric? Because it's yours. And I'm like, it's yours. She goes, no, one day it'll all be yours. So then her son stepped in, and so she had even told him, but that's neither here nor there. I'm very, 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 very blessed to have all of this. And like I said, the one ring of General Art sampler threads, if anybody knows out there what it is. I thought it was Kringles from Little House Needleworks, but they would use Classic Color Works. So then my second thought would be Oh Joyous Day. So, and it may not call for like 4, but she was the type of person that if it called for 2 or 3, I'm gonna get a third or a 4th.
Yeah.
So anyways, so that's my haul.
Wow. This is a longie. This is a long video. All right, so we have plans and shout out and giveaway. Let's go through plans.
Plans. I'm gonna finish my little boxes on Take Time to Love. Not all of them. I'm just gonna finish the ones with rose hearts in it, and then where it says Take Time to Love. Today is Sunday, so unless I decide to take a muscle relaxer, I will be stitching on the Sunday Zoom with GaRon, and I'll be working on Good Neighbor. And then I've got to start my magazine monthly challenges. So that'll be this week. And then what I'm taking off to the venture into the woods is my projects from Stitching in the Wild that I
Okay.
got last year from the retreat. So I've got 4 retreat exclusives I can take with me. So
That's right. I was gonna maybe do one of those monsters for my leap year. Now I'm interested again. Let me write that
Yeah, I'm
down.
taking the monster. My monthly magazine challenge is to finish the monster, or to start and finish the monster in the middle. So
Um, all right. Well, my plans are I have like 3 more days of whip go to do. My other whip go is walkway. I didn't show that. I actually stitched on that today. Made progress, but since it's monochrome, I might as well wait till I get the chunk for whip go done. And then I'll show that. I need to get on my full coverage. I haven't done my full coverage Sundays like I was going to do, which so maybe tonight I'll get on, start doing that. I don't want to do it on Zoom. It's not fun. And then we're getting ready for market. I now think I might have something in market that I might be interested in, but it might be too late. I'm just gonna go in and look and make a note of it and put it on my wish list. I'm not gonna buy anything. But so that would be the heartstring samplery and maybe the blooming bouquets, the budding bouquets by Jeanette Douglas. Now that I'm thinking about it. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to a commenter. We don't get a lot of comments, which is funny. I get texts from my friends, which I appreciate, you guys. Thank you. Keep it up. I'm glad you're watching. But we got a comment from the Owl Stitcher, and I didn't write down what she was stitching, but we'll have to grab that and see if we can't. We really need her to send us a picture of her stitching so we can put it in our video. But
exactly.
the Owl Stitcher, I actually went on and watched her, and she's really good. I like her personality. I believe she's in Canada. And at the end, I was shocked. At the end, she played the piano and she played a gorgeous piece, which I took piano lessons for 12 years and loved the piano. And I don't play anymore, but I really enjoyed it. It was a really sweet treat. So that's the Owl Stitcher. And I'll shout her.
She's on my list.
She's on your
So
list. Yeah, she's
yeah.
really good. All
I had
right.
a lot of true crime this past week.
Yeah. And I found Dateline 24/7 on YouTube. I didn't know. So yeah, I've been watching that a lot. All right. So the last thing we have is our
Oh,
giveaway for
I
our
have a
oh,
YouTube that I forgot to mention the last
okay.
time. And it's not stitching related, but
Oh yeah.
she's been all over the news. Isabella Strahan, her dad is Michael Strahan, and he's one of the co-hosts of Good Morning America. She's 19 years old. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor, a malignant brain tumor, her first year of college. She's underwent major brain surgery, radiation, and now she's receiving chemo treatments at the Preston Robert Tisch Brain Tumor Center at Duke University. And all the proceeds from her channel, she's donating to the Preston Tisch Brain Tumor Center. So go on and like her channel. It's hard to watch because your heart is broken, but this girl smiles through the pain. And you know she's not feeling good, and she still has a smile on her face, and she's still laughing. But help her out so that she can give the tumor center that's helping her boost. And
Yeah.
the other one, this is actually a website I found the other night. It's thread-bare.com. And it has DMC equivalents on it. So if you don't have one of the DMC books to go through, all you have to do is I'll put it. It's got the color families. Why can't I get it to? Okay, it's got the color families.
In the wrong way.
There we go. But all you have to do is down here, it's got a box, and you enter color. So I'll enter 722. Don't even have to hit return. And then there it shows the equivalents.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really convenient.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of neat. So thought I would share that.
So are they're not equivalents, but they're like close to it. So like if you wanted to go a shade darker, it gives you the shade dark.
Right,
Nice.
right.
Yes. That's what I use that book for all the time.
And then and like the book is set up in color families too.
Right. Oh,
Um
okay.
if you go into a cross stitch shop, they're usually by number. You know, they hang them by number, or they're in the little drawers by number. If you go into a needle shop, a needlework shop, a needlepoint shop, act together, Kathy. If you go into a needlepoint shop, they're by color families. So the
Oh.
first time I went to one, I'm like, what? These are all out of order. And the owner is like, well, yeah, that's because we put them in by color family because you're working mainly off of like colors and different gradients of the colors when you're doing needlepoint. So anyways, I didn't know that. I was just like, whoa, she really doesn't know how to put things in chronological order.
That's funny. Oh gosh, I learned something else new.
Yeah,
All right, so we have a giveaway to give away.
yeah,
So in your comments, and I guess you kind of have to be 18, but since to give me your email, yeah, because I'll need your email address in order to send you a gift card. We're going to give away a $25 gift card to GaRon, which that's like a couple of charts.
yeah.
And we'd like to know what you got.
And especially with market, there's $25 towards your market order.
Yes, yes. So I will so in the comment section, use the word bedtime,
Yeah.
which maybe you're stitching past your bedtime. You want to tell us what you're stitching. So yeah, use the word bedtime and we'll draw that in our next regular floss tube. But comment on this video number 8. All right. I think that's about it.
Yeah. We won't be drawing on our special retreat video. It'll
No.
be the next regularly scheduled video.
Right, right.
So
Which will
yeah.
probably be 2 weeks from
Yep.
this week. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right then. All right, well we'll just stick around for the picture of Kathy on Trixie
yeah.
on the horse. That didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Kathy riding a
That just put
horse.
us in a whole different realm of videos.
I know, I'm sorry. Look, watch the last video to find out about the horse, and
My
we'll put a
back hurt.
picture in.
All
Oh my God.
right. And with
Good
that, I'll
night.
say good night.
Good night, Kathy.